So now I want to explain to you the differences in piers. There's a lot of piers out on the market. A lot of your bigger companies that you see on TV, advertising, patented method piers, this, that, and the other, they sell one type of pier. They only offer one type and that's it. Most homeowners are not aware that there are 5 different types of piers that can be installed on your home, underneath your home to repair your foundation. The reason we don't install and offer one type of pier is because that one type of pier may not be needed for your home. That one type of pier may not even work on your home. We want to come out, evaluate, look at the big picture, and then offer to you which pier is going to work for your home. So the biggest one is what's called a concrete press pier. Concrete press pier. Just what it says, concrete cylinders. These concrete cylinders are driven underneath the beam of your home and pushed down to refusal. I use the term refusal many times because refusal is a gauge on the machine that we use, and it's a pressure gauge. We drive these down to 10,000 PSI. You do not go down to bedrock. You do not go down to some ridiculous level that people claim. We go by pressure. The next one is what's called a combo pier or hybrid pier. That's a combination of the concrete pier and a steel pier. These steel piers are about 60% of the actual pier itself. This steel pier, the first portion is driven down into the ground, but the first thing you put on is what's called a starter. That starter, when it's driven down in the ground, does not allow the pier to fill up with mud, dirt, gravel, water, what have you. You don't want that. That's bad for the pier. What we do, once we get these piers down into the ground, the steel section, now most of our competitors do not do this because it's not cost effective, but we actually fill these steel piers, the hollow section, with concrete. Then you transition over to the concrete cylinder. The next pier on the market is a steel pier. That's using these steel sections, they're interlocking, and then they're filled with concrete. After those are installed, we will either use a concrete trapezoid head, that concrete trapezoid head actually sits on top of this concrete cylinder. And they all interlock, so they hold together. The other method you have is what's called a hybrid pier. Hybrid pier is all steel pipe with just a couple of transition concrete. The next pier is called a helical pier. We do not offer helical piers. Helical piers are done down in the Houston area, Beaumont, Galveston, over toward New Orleans, areas like that. Helical piers are actually big drilled piers, pieces of pipe. It's much like a drill bit. You're actually drilling down into the ground. It's very, very expensive, and it's just not needed in this clay type of soil. So these are your 5 different types of piers that are offered. We do mostly combination, hybrid, or concrete press piers.